Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mickey. Today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about what my online school experience has been like so far. If you like the video, don't forget guys, give it a big thumbs up, press that subscribe down below, and yeah, let's get into it. It is early February, and here in Canada, that means that it is college and university admission season starting. My college has officially decided that their summer semester, which is from May to August, will be virtual remote learning. There's a lot of concern and worry and confusion on whether or not the fall semester is also going to be online. For those of you who may be starting college next year or maybe doing online school for the first time, I wanted to kind of make this video, give you guys the pros, the cons, the real tea on what it's like to do college classes online versus in person. Given that this is my second program, I did do my first one in person, so I think I have a good kind of sense of what is good and what is bad of each different types. If you don't know already, I did do a 4-year degree at college, and I am right now doing a 2-year diploma at a different college. We are a semester and a half into virtual learning, and I think I have a pretty good grasp on what that's like as well. Let's start with how my school kind of does it, and then I'll kind of go into the pros and cons. My experience is that each college will have a virtual platform that they use to send files and post announcements and things to their students. At my previous one, it was Blackboard. The college I'm at now does D2L, which is like a desire to learn integrated platform that is specific for our school. I highly encourage you guys, if you're looking into a college or university, to look up what platform they use. There's often a lot of like Facebook groups, things like that for first year students. You can join in, ask them about the platform. Don't be shy. That's like a huge tip if you're going into college or university. Just don't be shy and don't be afraid to ask questions. So our virtual platform, we are able to see course content. Profs are able to upload their PowerPoints, upload documents, post links to articles, things like that. And we also are able to hand in our assignments onto the virtual drop boxes, the assignment drop boxes, and we do discussion posts and quizzes, and it also has a link to our virtual classroom. So the virtual classroom platform that is integrated into our school's website is Bongo, but some profs do prefer to use Zoom or Microsoft Teams. It can be really frustrating going between platforms. That is probably something that you are going to have to deal with. Different profs do things a different way. They lay out their website a different way. They organize their classes a different way. So it's very kind of case-by-case basis of what your professors are going to be like. And this was true for me for both in person and virtual, but obviously in the virtual environment, that organization becomes more important. So there's two different types of courses. There's synchronous and asynchronous. So the asynchronous courses, you have your course schedule, you'll get your course schedule through your school, and then it has the class times on it. As like asynchronous, synchronous. In a synchronous class, not asynchronous, not an asynchronous, asynchronous. Oh my God, I can't. In a synchronous class, you will go into the virtual classroom. At that time, it's just like Skype, Zoom. You can put on your video, you can use your mic, there's a chat function. The professors are able to put the PowerPoint on the screen. Whether or not cameras and microphones are mandatory is again a case-by-case basis on your prof and on your program. So that's kind of a rundown. I know that's pretty vague. You'll get used to your school platform before school starts. Your college will most likely send out like how-to videos. I highly encourage you to actually watch those. I watched those and it didn't take that long, so I was like might as well. It definitely gave me a much better understanding of how to use the platform. So as nerdy as it might sound, I definitely recommend if you are doing online school for the first time or starting a new platform, if you see those videos or if they're on your school's website, to check them out. I'll show you guys my setup and how I have my desk and how I take notes, things like that. I'm going to start the kettle. I just realized the fridge was on. Okay, don't forget to turn the fridge back on, Mickey. So I am going to show you guys my virtual class setup, how I have my little desk area, what I do when I'm in class. It's pretty boring. Okay, here's the bedroom. If you guys saw my bedroom clean with me, I turned this little vanity nook area into a desk area because she's a queen like that. So here we go. I have this portable desk from Amazon. I usually put my laptop here, and then I have this, my agenda. Then I usually have like one of my notebooks, which are over there. That's my pencil pouch, textbooks. These are like techie things, a newspaper, miscellaneous things. I almost always have a hot drink. And today I have a snack, but I actually usually have my pastel rainbow highlighters right here because I need them to take notes. I need them. I'm going to sit down and get cozy because that Q&A session is starting soon. I always make sure to kick my cats out if I know that I might have to be on microphone.
It'll just take everyone a few seconds to dribble in here because it's Zoom, so it's not quite like class.
Let's go over the pros and cons. I would say for me, one of the biggest cons of virtual learning is losing that, that lab-based environment. Having that adapted lab environment does represent what is happening in the industry right now. It does. So many people are working from home and things are shut down. So this is an accurate representation of how people are working right now, but that does not necessarily help you gaining all the skills that you'll need post-pandemic. Con number 2 for me, the social aspect. You know, that social interaction, especially if this is your first time, especially if you're nervous or awkward or shy, it's a lot harder to make those connections virtually. For me, I did end up connecting with people. I have a couple of close friends I made and have never met in person. So I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying that it's more difficult. The next one is my number 1 pro, but it could also be your number 1 con, depending on what kind of person you are. In the virtual learning environment, in college, university, period, you are a lot more self-sufficient. You are not in class from a set time every single day. You could have 1 class a day, 3 classes a day, no classes that day. So in the virtual learning environment, this could cause a problem for you, or this could benefit you, depending. Because in the virtual learning environment, that flexible schedule becomes even more flexible because there's no commute time. You're not meeting up with people to do group projects, you're just Zooming. So there's a lot more flexibility because you can log into class 5 minutes before. Also, having that reduced amount of social time leaves you with more time to just organize, schedule yourself, do your work. If you're a procrastinator and you struggle with organization and you struggle with time, that could be a con for you. If you are a planner and you're organized and you love being productive and you know how to motivate yourself, then this could be a pro for you. And for me, it is a pro. I was a mess the first time I went to college. But I moved out of my house when I was 17 years old, moved to an entire different city, and I started this program when I was 22. But I genuinely thought that, like, I cried and I had panic attacks about doing online school because I thought it would be too hard for me. It's just not what happened for me. I managed to find a way of scheduling that I love, and I was right. If I wasn't productive as I was, and if I didn't spend at least 4 hours a day doing schoolwork during the week, I wouldn't be able to have evenings off. I wouldn't be able to schedule nothing for the weekend, and I wouldn't be able to maintain this YouTube channel. I am grateful of the virtual learning platform because I think it gave me a new lease on life, and I think it kind of is fueling my desire to work from home and be self-employed and become a content creator. That is my number one and pretty much my main pro of online learning, is that you can be more free with your schedule and your time. So it's a pretty short list of pros and cons, but really there are so many variables at play that are going to determine what your online experience is going to be like. Hopefully that was helpful for you, and hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, press the subscribe down below, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. I will see you next time. Bye.